I wanted to do a intro video of this is how I'm using MIDI controllers in a worship setting. I plan on doing a deep dive into the console and into the controllers to kind of show what I'm doing in the future. Right now, I was just kind of introing what I'm doing, and then I would love to get your comments in the section below to kind of just say what you're doing. And if you got questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'd love to hear those questions, and that might be able to help me form the way that I do the next video. I hope you enjoy this video. This is going to be an intro to how I'm actually using MIDI controllers here at the church, and then I will show you exactly how all that stuff's connected in a later video. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for checking us out at Church Tech Life. Just kind of want to talk about my MIDI setup that I have here off of my Yamaha CL5. One of the things that we always have is real estate up on the surface is always a hard thing to get and maintain, and you kind of have to fight for what you can get because you only have so many channels, and obviously this is a 72 channel console, so you can't access all 72 channels at once. But with MIDI controllers, they can kind of help you make sure that your important stuff stays in a spot where you can get to it, and then also just kind of using some MIDI controllers to do a couple of other things as well. So what I've done, we've got our main layer here, and I've got custom layers that we're able to define down here, and we've got like our drums and our guitars and all of that down in here. This is usually where we keep most of our DCAs and our group assignments, and then we keep most of our microphones over in this custom layer here. This one is our main volume for the house, and it comes in through a matrix. We also run SuperRack. I do run a little bit of light tuning on our vocals. We want to be able to make sure that we keep all of that stuff together. This is where MIDI is a good control for this as well, because we're able to utilize the snapshots from there. So let's take a look to see what I've done. This is where I set up my tuning. So if I want it to be off, I just press that button and we are off. If I want to go to my first snapshot, there is my first snapshot, and that is in the key of B flat, and that is the tuning for that. So the way that we do that is we pick our key. Let's just put it in C. So this is C major, and then I say send to all. And then once I look at my snapshot in SuperRack, we can see that SuperRack has a little asterisk there. I'm going to come down and I'm going to say save or store my snapshot, and now it's there. If I come back over to a different key, let's say, and then I hit my number 2, now we're back at C. So that's how that works. And it pushes to all of my vocal channels, which I have my red mic, white mic, gray mic, and all my BGVs. That pushes to all of those channels. This gives me the ability to have one that's off. So if something's just out and we need to fix it, that's off. Then we've got the individual keys that we need for our songs. We have a prelude song that goes number 1, then our second song, 3rd, 4th, and then if we have a 5th, great. I do have an opening for 6 and 7. I don't think we've ever used 6 and 7, but I did put a C chromatic. If I just want to do a chromatic scale C, I can press that and it'll automatically push all of the auto tune over to that. Then what I have right here, if I don't want to do that, if I'm just on off, then I can advance just by pushing my next button, and that will go, every time I push it, it'll go to scene from off to 2, then from 2 to 3, or if I need to go back, I can push that, we would go from 3 back to 2. So this gives me the ability just to advance as the song goes. I've got more buttons, more stuff that I can program in. Right now, there's really no need in it. That does basically what I needed to do. And then the MIDI controller, this Korg Nano controller number 2, the MIDI controller I'm using up top is set for the CL5, where this one is set for SuperRack off of the computer. This one's actually MIDI down into the console. And what that gives me the ability to do is take like our walk-in music, which is an important fader for me to have, and it gives me the ability to just throw that up and it automatically adjusts it on the console. So now I can get that fader up here, and I don't have to take up valuable real estate down here for that. So for this, we've got our walk-in music, then our ProPresenter. We've got an announcements and some stuff that goes on, so I've got that, and now I don't have to take up a fader channel there. We have 2 talkback channels. One is our all channel, which is our stage channel that comes in from up on the stage with our music director, but it also comes in from our drummer and a few others, and it goes to what we call affectionately our little squawk box, so that way it's not going through the entire house, but it just comes back to me here. It also goes to the IEMs and to the Aviom units for everyone to be able to hear, but this is where I can put that volume control, and whenever we start service, I can just bring that down and I know it's off. This is our engineer talkbacks. This goes from front of house, our monitor desk, and then our broadcast engineer, so that we can have a communications line between the three of us, and they don't hear it on stage, but we're able to talk. We've got a baptism wired mic, so if I'm using that, I can just use that and throw that up, and then whenever we don't have baptism, I don't have to worry about that being on a main part of my console taking up real estate. Then I've got a speech channel. So I've got a gray mic, what we call gray, that is also a vocal mic. Sometimes we use that microphone as a double patch. It's patched on 57 and 64. This controls 64. If I want to use it as a speech mic, I can bring this up and let them be able to talk. So that gives me a total of 3 microphones for presentation on top of wired baptism. Then this is my headset number 2. This is my MC mic. And then this is my headset number 1, which is my pastor's mic. So from there, I can just throw those up real fast. And then I know I've got volume in the house. If I have to, I can flip over to a different layer, and then I can make the adjustments that I need to from there. One negative is these are not motorized. Making small adjustments from that is a good thing. Making large adjustments or trying to go in both directions, like, you know, if I make the adjustment here and then I come here and turn it down, well, that's still up. So then as soon as I bump this, you can see that fader has now come back up. So if I bring it down and I just bump it, it just automatically comes back up. So what I always try to do is try to make all of my turning on and off from this position right here. I don't like to mix the two. So this is where all of those are going to be taking place. Now I've also got some buttons that I can assign across here, which I'm about to start doing. And then I've also got some encoders up top that I can assign as well if I would like to. I just kind of want to show some of y'all how I'm utilizing MIDI and what we're doing, and love to hear how you're utilizing MIDI. If you've got MIDI controllers or if you're utilizing MIDI in a different way than I am, please let me know. I would love to get some more ideas, do some things that you're doing. So until next time, thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope this video helps.